What up, guys? I'm finally back. Trying to get this camera thing figured out. But today it's already been reviewed several times, I've seen. But I've had my hands on it for a while. Finally getting back to making some videos. I had two daughters graduate high school. I had my dad visit for about a month. Tried to get him to make some videos with me. That wasn't happening. I don't think he was really feeling making videos too much, but he enjoyed trying the bourbon. But today, I also have this. My dad pulled this out of the closet when I took him home. And looking it up, I guess it's like a vintage travel bar from the 60s or 70s. Make sure I don't mess nothing up. But open that bad boy up. It has almost everything. You can see that. I have the new Old Fitz 7-year and the, I can line this up right, and the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a try today. Let you guys know what I think. Here, let's all right, now that I've got some of this stuff settled, it is this. Comes with, these are the original cups, the spoon, supposed to have a bottle opener and what looks like a pack of cards, or I've seen some pictures with like some old school drink mix packets. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Can fit 2 bottles in there, and the cups that come in there. I haven't really used those cups yet. More of a Glencairn guy myself, but this is cool. Travel bar. I cleaned it up a little bit. Thanks, Dad. All right, so Old Fitz 7-year bottle and bond, 100 proof. This is their weeded bourbon mash bill. This is the first Old Fitz besides Larceny that I have gotten. I do have several other Heaven Hills up in the collection. I'll get you guys a collection video here shortly. It's not huge, but I'm kind of proud of what I got so far. Anyways, Old Fitz. Bottled in bond. 7 years old. Weeded whiskey. Pretty cool topper. See if I can... But yeah, I did open this, let it air out a little bit like I usually do. I have this here because I might give it a little comparison to its, I guess, brother that is also 7 years old, bottled in bond from Heaven Hill, which makes these guys. So let's see. It's kind of a weak pop, but it's not the first pop, so pour it in there. Kind of a neat freak, so I always wipe my bottles down after I pour them. Now, I was looking for this in Oregon daily when this came out, just because I wanted to try it. I never got around to it. I took my dad home. I said, hey, I want to check out a couple liquor stores while we're here. And the first one that we went to, this was on the shelf. Now, on the shelf, it was listed for $62.99. I live in Washington State, and so does my dad. So the taxes with this, I paid too much for this bottle, but I wanted it. And it was kind of like, I'm here, so I'm leaving here with something. And this was the cheaper of the two between this and the, what was it, the Maker's Mark 2024 Heart Release, which I've also been wanting, but it was the choice between the two. So now that I've let this sit for a minute or so, and the bottle was not fresh cracked right now, it's been open. This smells pretty good. It smells sweet. Besides the Larceny, I don't think I've had a weeded Heaven Hill Old Fitzgerald bourbon. So I'm curious to see how this would line up against either the regular Larceny or the barrel proof, which I just got my hands on the other day too as well. I like the smell. This is like vanilla, like brown sugar, like you're gonna make something sweet in the oven. Kind of, man, that smells good. This didn't smell that good when I first opened it. You let your bottles air out a little bit, man, and it just does something to it. But cheers, let's try it out. It's a little thin. That's what I thought at first too. When I first opened it, I thought it was a little thin. But after this is sat, I don't know, I've had this probably a week or so. The flavors are better than what I thought it was the first time. This is sweet. This is almost like a buttery brown sugar on the palate. It's still going. Yeah, like a buttery brown sugar, vanilla. Not a whole lot of ethanol on this. Try it again. It almost, man, that's really sweet. That's pretty good. This is actually really good. That brown sugar vanilla, kind of thin but buttery, if that makes any sense. This is supposedly this is going to be a shelfer. Like, this is going to be out, available. You know, once the hype is over, you're going to see it readily available like this is now. I guess at one point this was hard to come by. This was one of the first bottles I bought in my collection. I think maybe the third one. I got this at Costco for a decent price, even with the Washington taxes. Funny story about Costco is I bought this in Washington, dropping off my dad, thinking that, you know, probably wasn't going to be readily available for a while on shelves. So I did get this because I wanted it. Week later, I went to Costco with my wife, and what was on the shelf on sale with taxes out the door, $62.99. So it just goes to show maybe you should just be a little more patient sometimes and not get hit with the FOMO, as I occasionally do. We all, you know, maybe we all don't, but I'll admit I do. And paying 20 more bucks for this bottle than I should have is the consequence. But I enjoy this bottle. This is good. Like, once this is available, get it, man. Old Fitz, their wheated bourbon. It's got a really good smell, and it's got an excellent taste. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I do have 4 daughters, and one of them likes to yell at the dog sometimes. Just playing around. Like I said, I have this out. I did want to kind of just a side by side. I know they're different mash bills. I know this isn't wheated. But they're both 7-year bottled in bond. Heaven Hill. That was a shitty pop. That Heaven Hill products. That was still shitty. So didn't make a difference. Just a little bit. And let's not be sloppy, man. The cork's kind of loose, man. Anyways, Old Fitz, 7-year. Heaven Hill, 7-year. Bottled in bond. Dang, that smells good. This is good, man. I'm glad I got it. I ain't gonna lie. This is also nice. Different, but man, it's been a while since I've had some of this. Like I said, this is one of the first bottles I bought. And this is nice as well, man. I remember when I first did get it, I think this was like my new favorite out of the 3 that I had. So, I've just tasted this already. Let's give this one a try. Not as sweet. Similar notes in a way, I guess, on the aftertaste. Little bit of vanilla on the end. I gotta give this another go. Let me. Heaven Hill makes good shit, man. Both of these are fantastic in their own way. If I were to choose one, it's probably going to be this one. I am a weeded bourbon fan, and the sweetness of this just calls my name, baby. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with me on the long pause for the videos. I have a small collection video that I plan on shooting here shortly. Yeah. Pour me a favor. Like, share, comment. I know a lot of people already reviewed this bottle. Like I said, I was kind of slacking on doing some things, but life. Old Fitz 7-year bottled in bond. If you can get it for $60 or under, do. If you can't and you still got to pay secondary, I mean, I paid $81 and I don't regret it. It's good. Don't pay more than that, though. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back at you with more videos, more bourbon, maybe some rum. Until next time, cheers, and pour me a favor.